Are you looking for the best ice makers? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best ice makers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. EUHOMY Appliances Opal 2.0 Ice Makers. Spend any time in online ice connoisseur forums, and you will be bombarded with one name, GE Opal. It's so well known as the best, that most people just say Opal, and everyone knows what they're talking about. But what makes it so good? First, it's the ice type. Scroll to the bottom of this story for my full breakdown of ice types and their best uses. This is nugget ice, widely regarded as the best type of ice. It's light and chewable, and chewing it doesn't harm your teeth as bad as harder ice types. Nugget ice packs really tight, so it's great for getting a glass cold or super cold cocktails. I love it in a mint julep, tiki drink, or mojito, where you stack the cup tall with ice and pour the cocktail straight on top of it. As for getting glasses cold, nugget ice is also my preferred ice for chilling martini glasses, because you can pack it way down in there, let it melt a bit, and toss the ice. For the practicality of this machine, we love the side water tank, which eliminates the need for a water hookup. The cleaning cycle is thorough, the display is nice, and the 3-pound capacity on the drawer is generally enough for most uses. Plus, we really like the LED display. Is all that enough to warrant the high price tag? Maybe not. But there's no denying that this is the best countertop ice maker on the market. Nugget ice is our favorite style. Easy to keep clean. Doesn't require a water hookup. Dimensions: 17.5 inch dx 13.43 wx 16.5h. Number 2. EUHOMY Countertop Ice Maker Machine. Clear ice is the do-it-all, master of none ice. These clear square cubes are infinitely better than bullet ice, and they have a few benefits compared to nugget ice. First, they don't take the fizz out of carbonated drinks, like bullet ice. Don't ask me about the science behind it. And compared to nugget ice, it takes less time to melt. Clear ice isn't as cheap to make as bullet ice, and it doesn't have the same chewable texture as nugget ice. It's in that middle area for most ice lovers. So, who should get this maker? Anyone who's, serious about ice performance. There's a reason commercial ice makers come in this style. You want your ice to play nicely with your Aperol spritz, but also the machine should be affordable and efficient. And boy, this thing is efficient. It can crank out 40 pounds of ice per day, making 24 cubes per cycle, which run between 10 and 20 minutes. It makes a lot of ice, but that brings up one of the main negatives about this maker. The 2.2-pound basket isn't huge, especially when you consider the physical space that square clear ice takes up. The pace that it makes ice helps outweigh this, but it's still a con we have to mention. Clear ice doesn't take the fizz out of carbonated drinks. Makes ice really fast. Cheaper than a nugget ice maker. Dimensions: 14 inch dx 17 wx 17h. Number 3. Igloo 44 pounds dual purpose ice cube maker. When I think of those classic summer cocktails, mojitos, mint juleps, margaritas, I love them stacked high with shaved ice. It even takes the title over nugget ice during the warmer months. I even love shaved ice in a soda, any time of year. And as an ice chewer, shaved is the best for me. If you also love a bit of shaved ice, this is the best ice maker for it. Igloo's little machine can crank out 44 pounds of shaved or bullet ice a day. It's got the option for a water hookup, or you can manually refill it before cycles. As for the cons, this is another smaller ice bucket, holding about 2 pounds of ice. That said, it's not as big an issue with shaved ice, because it packs down well. Makes shaved ice, which we love. Prolific, especially at this price. Storage amount: 2 pounds. Dimensions: 15.7 inch dx 12.2 wx 16.9h. Number 4. Silonn Ice Maker Countertop. You just want ice. You don't care what kind. You have no knowledge of different ice types and their specific qualities. In that case, this is what you should get. Silonn's ice maker is cheap, efficient, and can make 2 different sizes of bullet ice. What else do you really need? To talk about the ice storage, since I've done that with all the others, the Silonn is fine, with a 2.6-pound basket. It's about average for the models on this list, but considering the price of this one, you have to say it's pretty good. Besides that, it's a straight down the middle ice maker. Affordable price. Efficient production and good storage. Ice per day maximum, 26 pounds. Dimensions, 12.3 inch dx 8.7 wx 12.5h. Number 5. Coleman Cooler Chiller 9 Quart Portable Cooler. If you are here only for cocktail ice, then I'd suggest following what's known as the Igloo cooler method. Though, I'm recommending you do it with this Coleman. In cocktail circles, the Igloo cooler method is recognized as the best way to get clear ice at home. The steps are simple: fill a cooler with water, let it freeze, jimmy the ice out of the cooler, and cut it to desired size. That easy, and it can be done with a $20 cooler. The reason I'm suggesting this cooler is twofold. First, the size. It's big enough to yield a dozen or more ice cubes, but it's small enough to fit in most American-sized freezers. Second, the opening hinge is just about flush with the sides of the cooler, making it easier to get the big chunk of ice out. When talking about downsides with this ice maker alternative, you have to understand that it's a $20 purchase. You can only get one block of ice every 24 hours. It requires extra work from you. And it takes up a big chunk of freezer space. But the quality of ice you get is really unmatched. If you're an at-home mixologist, I would recommend this first and foremost. Makes perfectly clear ice. You can cut your own cub shapes and sizes. More fun, honestly. Dimensions, 6.3 inch dx 8.8 wx 9.4h.